Thank you. Well, I have the privilege, I'm Jay Sommerfield, and I have the privilege of directing the second show of tonight. Archie Andrews does his Christmas shopping, and it seemed pretty appropriate that this would be our final show of this year. The character of Archie Andrews was introduced to the world just 2 weeks after Pearl Harbor by Pep Comics. Along with his friends at Riverdale High School, Archie was an instant hit as a comic character who, in many ways, became the ideal symbol of the American teenager of the 1940s. Archie's best friend is the laid-back and lazy Jughead Jones. He was forever in love-sick stupor, dividing his attentions between Betty and Veronica, the former a blonde girl next door type, and the latter a beautiful, stuck-up rich girl. The exploits of Archie Andrews revolved around his life as a student at Riverdale High, for which he had unending loyalty, and the problems of teenagers dealing with parents. The Archie family's world has always offered a heartwarming mix from everyday Americana and values that families recognized, mixed with the teenage angst that made the characters and stories instant hits with teenagers. Hope you enjoy Archie Andrews Does His Christmas Shopping.
It's time for another chapter in the life of Archie Andrews. We invite you now to join Archie and his pals Jughead, Veronica, and Betty in another comic adventure from Riverdale. Today's episode will begin in just a few moments. For your guarantee of protection, Swiss Premium Franks now come to you cellophane wrapped in handy 1-pound packages. Made fresh daily in Swift kitchens from coast to coast, Swiss Premium Franks are then wrapped in the new handy sanitary Flavor Saver pack and brought to you at the very peak of their tantalizing flavor, with all their natural goodness sealed in. So kids, tell your mom that you want Swift's Premium Franks. And mom, get some today. They're delicious, and you'll be glad to know that Swift's Premium Franks are economical. There's no waste to them. Every bite is all nourishment, all dinner quality meat. Ask for them today. Swift's Premium Franks in the 1-pound cellophane package. And now, for our weekly visit to Riverdale. It's Saturday afternoon, and we look in on the Andrews home, and at the moment, we find Mr. Andrews alone in the living room, sitting in his favorite armchair, reading the newspaper.
Oh, boy, look at the news today. It seems like it's just as bad as it was yesterday. But you know something about these 47 Bears? They're not too bad. Sid Luckman, George Hallis. Oh, well, you know, some of these funnies, there's this thing like somebody had to be more mannerly if he asked someone to pass the cake to him. He said, "Oh, Mommy, what does manners get you?" And every time Daddy gets polite on the train or the bus, it costs him his seat.
Fred,
Yes, dear?
telephone's ringing.
I hear it.
Well, answer it.
Well, Mary, I'm reading my newspaper.
Fred!
Yes, dear, I'll answer it. Oh, my gosh, I can't even read a newspaper around here. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Andrews?
Yes?
This is Veronica. Is Archie home?
Oh, hello, Veronica. Yes, Archie's home. Did you want to talk to him?
No, I don't.
All right. I'll call him. You don't?
That's right. I'd rather you just give him a message for me.
Oh, I see, of course, Veronica. What is it?
Well, Archie was supposed to come over this afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Yes?
But I asked him to make it 4 o'clock instead.
4 o'clock instead.
I'm going down to Stacy's department store to do some Christmas shopping this afternoon, and this is about the last chance I'll have.
All right, Veronica, I'll tell him.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews. Oh, but don't tell him I'm going shopping. You see, it's for his present. You just tell him the part about changing the date from 3 to 4.
All right, Veronica, I'll tell him.
Thanks ever so much, Mr. Andrews. Bye.
Bye. By George, it's a good thing Veronica called. I'd forgotten all about Christmas shopping, and I still don't have anything for Mary or Archie. I'd better get my hat and get down to Stacy's right now. This is the last chance I'll have. Oh, fine. What now?
Fred,
Yes, dear.
doorbell's ringing.
I hear it, dear. I hear it.
Oh, all right, dear.
All right, dear. All right. I never have a chance to. Oh, good grief. Jughead.
Who'd you expect? Jersey Joe Walcott?
No, Jughead, and I don't want to fight with you either. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, gee, hiya, Jug. What are you doing here?
Oh, hi, Archie. I came over to see what you're doing.
Well, I was just going over these things over here, and...
Oh, Archie, Veronica just called.
Well, gee whiz, she did.
Yes, Archie, she did, and she said,
Gee, I never even heard the phone ring.
well, it rang, and Veronica said,
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Archie,
Yes, Dad?
do you care to hear what Veronica said or not?
Well, sure, Dad, sure.
Then be quiet and I'll tell you.
Okay, Dad, okay.
She said she said to change your appointment with her from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
From 3 to 4?
Yes, 1 hour later.
Gee whiz, I wonder why.
Well, she had some things to attend to, and I'm going out. I'll see you later.
Yeah, okay, Dad. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Andrews.
Gee whiz, that's great.
Huh?
Well, now that Veronica's made our date an hour later, I have time to get my Christmas shopping done.
But
This is practically the last chance I'll have.
But
It's a good thing I thought of it.
But
I haven't even bought a thing for anyone yet,
including me?
including you.
Archie, it's time you did your Christmas shopping.
That's right, Jug. Come on, we'll go right down to Stacy's.
Well, what are you going to get me, huh?
Jug, you'll just have to wait.
Fred, telephone's ringing. Fred? Fred? Fred, can't you answer when I call? I think that... Well, that's funny. He's gone. Oh, for pity's sake. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Andrews. This is Betty.
Oh, hello, dear. How are you?
Fine, thanks, Mrs. Andrews. Is Archie home?
Yes, dear, I think he's upstairs. Oh, Archie. Archie. That's funny. He must have gone out, too. I wish people would tell me when they're going out. Hello, Betty?
Hello, Yes, Mrs. Andrews.
Archie doesn't seem to be home, dear.
Oh, he isn't?
No, dear. And Betty, I hate to cut you short, but I have to run now. I'm just leaving to do my Christmas shopping.
Oh, golly. I'm glad you mentioned that, Mrs. Andrews. I haven't done my shopping yet either.
Oh, you haven't? Well, would you like to go with me, dear?
Oh, I'd love to, Mrs. Andrews.
All right. I'll pick you up right away and we'll go down to Stacy's.
Gee whiz, Archie, I never saw such crowds.
Yes, Jughead, but when we got in that elevator and everyone started pushing, did you have to push back?
Listen, Archie, in that crowd, even a sardine would have pushed back.
Well, never mind. We're here now, and the first thing I want to buy is a compact for Veronica. I wonder where the cosmetic department is.
Cosmetic department?
Well, yeah.
Gee whiz, Archie. Let's go up to the toy department first.
Jug, I told you, we'll go up to the toy department later. Now, come on. Well, I'll ask that floor walker where the cosmetic department is.
Gee whiz, okay.
Oh, mister.
Yes, yes,
Could you tell me where the cosmetic department is, please?
yes. Counter 7.
Oh, thank you. Come on, Jug.
Where is it?
Counter 7.
Where's that?
Well, gee, I don't know. Mister,
Yes.
where is counter 7?
On the north side of counter 6.
Oh, thank you. I'll just,
Well, what
mister.
now? What now?
which way is north?
Oh, my lands. Sonny, you see the boys' clothing department right there?
Yes.
Well, go right down to the aisle where the dummies are and turn right.
Okay, mister. Yeah, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Yes, madam, can I help you?
Where do you say it is, Archie?
Well, right down on the next aisle, Jug. Come on.
Oh, okay.
And boy, he's sure not a very friendly floor walker.
Maybe his wife beats him.
I wouldn't be surprised. He looked at... what was that?
You bumped into that dummy.
Oh, gee whiz. I knocked the hat off. For a minute, I thought that dummy was a real person. Oh, wait a second, Jug, while I put the hat back on.
Okay.
If that floor walker ever saw me fooling around with this dummy, he'd probably throw us out of the store or something.
Gee whiz!
What's the matter?
There's Veronica.
Veronica? Oh, gee whiz, I don't want her to see me here.
She's coming right toward us.
Oh, boy. Jug, I'm gonna be a dummy.
Huh?
I'm gonna climb up on this platform with the rest of these dummies and I'll wear this hat.
But Archie, you can't do that.
Oh, Jug, don't argue. Here, how do I look?
You're the most natural-looking dummy I ever saw.
Don't be funny, Jug. And put that price tag on me, quick.
Okay, here.
Attaboy. Now remember, don't give me away no matter what happens.
Well, okay, but...
Why, Jughead,
Oh, hi, Veronica.
what y'all doing here?
Oh, just a little shopping.
Oh, I am too, and thank goodness I have most of it done.
Oh, well, that's good.
Only thing is, I still have to get a gift for Archie.
Archie?
Mm-hmm. And I don't know what to get him. He is such a problem.
Yeah, he sure is.
Well, I can't get him a book or anything because he's not the intelligent type. Oh, and I can't get him a baseball glove or anything because he's not much of an athlete. And I can't get him a tie or anything because he just doesn't know anything about style. Well, in fact, sometimes I think Archie is an awful dummy. But then again, with the prices being what they are, there isn't very much you can get for $1.
$1?
Did you say something, Jughead?
Me? Oh, no, not a word, Veronica. Not a word.
Oh, well, I better get some shopping done now. Would you like to come along?
No, Veronica. No, I can't. I'm meeting someone here in a minute.
Oh, well, I'll run along then. Bye now, Jughead.
Bye, Veronica. Bye. Okay, dummy, you can relax now.
A fine thing. Oh, Jughead, help me down off this platform.
Whiz, not now.
Huh?
Here comes the floor walker.
Oh boy, I better be a dummy some more.
Yes, ma'am. Well, certainly, ma'am. You can return it at any time. Yes, ma'am. Oh, me. Never have I seen such a rush. Never in all my... Land's sakes, who put that dummy here?
Oh, boy.
Well, if that isn't the silliest looking dummy I've ever seen. I don't know why that stockroom can't send one that looks at least half alive. I have never seen one with such an insipid expression and such a ridiculous posture.
Mister,
Yes.
I'm not really a dummy.
Oh, that makes absolutely no difference. They still shouldn't. Oh, good heavens, you're alive.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for pity's sake. Young man, come down off there.
Yes, sir.
Well, just what were you doing on that platform looking like a dummy?
Well, that's a long story, sir. You see,
Oh, good heavens, young man. Will you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
As soon as you've paid for that jacket, leave the store.
Huh?
I said, as soon as you've finished buying that jacket.
This jacket?
Yes, that jacket with the price tag on it. Well, you're buying it, aren't you?
But this is my jacket.
Your jacket. Do you have the sales slip?
Well, no, I bought it here last year.
And you haven't removed the price tag yet?
Remove the price. Oh, mister, you don't understand.
Young man, I understand perfectly. The price is $14.95 and I want it right now.
Oh, but mister.
Now, I said.
Oh, but you don't understand. This is my own jacket. No fooling. Jughead, tell the man that this is my jacket.
Young man, are you
Jughead?
calling me names?
Oh, no, sir. I was just talking to my friend.
What friend?
Well, that's just it. He was here a minute ago. Oh, gee whiz. I bet he went up to the toy department. Mister, if you just come up to the toy department, we can find my friend, and he'll tell you that I...
Young man, I'm not going up to the toy department or anywhere else until I have the $14.95 for that jacket.
But that's all the money I have, and Oh, wait a minute.
Beg pardon?
Well, I know. Mister, if I paid you for this jacket, you'd give me a sales slip, and then I could take it over to the exchange department and get my money back, couldn't I?
Yes, if you liked.
Oh, well, in that case, it's all right. I haven't anything to worry about. Here's the money.
Thank you. And here's your sales slip.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Good day, sir.
Good day. Guess I fooled him. Yes, sir, it's a good thing I think fast. For a minute there, it looked like I wouldn't have any Christmas money. But now, all I have to do is take this coat and go to the exchange counter and give them this jacket, and then I'll gee whiz. If I do, I won't have any jacket left. Oh boy, how do I get into these things?
Well, now let's see. First thing I better do is get that bottle of perfume for Mary. Here's the perfume counter right here. Let's see now, what kind should I get her? Well, they certainly have an assortment here. Chase Me, $25. Hide and Seek, $32. Wallflower No More, $40. I never smelled anything worth that kind of money. Oh, here's another one. Evening in Riverdale, $10. Well, that's a little better. I think Mary likes this perfume. That's just what I'll get her. Oh, miss, I'll take this bottle and,
Gee whiz, Mr. Andrews.
Well, Jughead, hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Andrews. I'm looking for Archie.
I thought you were with Archie.
Well, I was, but he just.
Well, I'm trying to get some of these sales girls to wait on me, but here they're all so busy.
Gee whiz.
Well, what's the matter?
There's Mrs. Andrews.
Mary?
Right.
Where?
Right over there.
Oh, good grief. If she sees me with this bottle of perfume, she'll know what I'm getting her for Christmas.
She's coming this way.
Yes, I know. I see. And I'll just duck the bottle in my pocket. There. Right in this pocket. Now, if she sees me,
Just a moment, please.
Huh?
I saw that.
Saw what? Oh, now, mister, you don't understand. You don't understand at all. I don't I? No, you don't.
Did you or did you not just hide a bottle of perfume in your pocket?
Well, yes,
Well,
but...
have you paid for it?
Well, no, but...
Well, I don't know what you call it, but we call it shoplifting.
Yes, of course. Shoplifting? Oh, now, wait a minute, mister. I can explain. I can explain the entire thing.
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
Well, you see, I've been trying to get one of the sales girls to wait on me, and I just saw my wife over there, and I hid the bottle because I didn't want her to know what I'm getting her for Christmas.
Uh-huh. Just where is your wife?
Well, she was right over, good heavens, she's gone.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, but she was right there. Jughead, tell the man how we saw my wife, huh? Well, now where did he go?
Who?
Jughead. He was standing right here just a second ago. I don't know where he...
Mister?
Huh?
Do you imagine these things very often?
Imagine what?
Do you have delusions?
But I...
Dizzy spells? You see spots before your eyes? Now, keep calm. No need to get excited. Just give me back the perfume and we'll forget the whole thing and you can go right home and lie down.
Lie down? But who wants to lie?
The perfume, please.
Yes, sir. I have it right in my...
Something wrong?
It leaked.
What leaked?
Perfume bottle. It leaked all over my pocket, sir. It's now half empty.
Oh, for land's sake. Well, now you'll have to pay for it.
What?
Well, that's right. I was going to forget the whole incident, but I can't return a damaged bottle to the counter.
Well, I'm certainly not going to pay for a leaky bottle of perfume.
Mister, if you're not satisfied with the item, you can take it to the exchange department, but I must be paid for it.
But...
I said I must.
Oh, me. You win. I'll go to the exchange department. But how do I get into these things? I'll never know.
Which bathrobe do you like best, Betty?
The dark blue one, I think.
I do too. Blue is Aunt Hattie's favorite color.
Oh, but is it her size, Mrs. Andrews?
Well, there's only one way to tell, Betty. I'll have to try it on.
Try it on?
Uh-huh. I wear the same size as Aunt Hattie does, so if it fits me, it'll fit her. Oh, here, hold my coat, dear, while I step into this dressing room and put the bathrobe on.
Oh, all right, Miss Andrews.
It'll just take me a second, dear. I hate to go through all the trouble of buying this and sending it to Hattie and then not having it fit.
Uh-huh.
Then I don't have to return it for her since she lives out of town.
What is it?
Oh, dear. There's no hanger in here for my dress.
Oh, well, hand it to me, Miss Andrews. I'll hold it.
All right, dear. Here you go.
I have it.
Oh, thank you, dear. Now, I'll have to try on this robe. Just a minute. There. Oh, how does it look, Betty?
Well, it looks a little big to me.
It does. Well, I better take a look in this mirror. Oh, Betty, you don't have to hold my coat and dress. Just put them over on that empty rack.
Oh, all right, Mrs. Andrews.
Now, let's see. Yes, it is a little big.
Yes, it is.
I'll have to ask the sales girl if she has a smaller size. You wait here, Betty. Oh, Miss. Miss, do you have maybe a small
Gee whiz, Betty!
Jughead, what are you doing here?
Looking for Archie.
Archie, is he here?
Well, I think so. We came here together, but we got separated.
Oh, well, where'd you see him last?
On the dummy platform.
What?
Well, you see, he was being a dummy.
What?
A dummy, you know, the kind that looks like this.
Jug, what are you talking about?
Excuse me, miss. I gotta move this rack.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Mo, get the other end there.
I got it.
Easy now. Right there.
I got it.
Pull it around there.
Jughead, what are you trying to tell me about Archie?
Betty, it's an awful long story. All I want to know is have you seen him?
No, I haven't.
Oh, then I better keep looking. He may be in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I can't tell you now, Betty. I'll see you later. Bye.
But Jug. Wait, Jug. Oh, golly, that Jughead. He's the strangest person.
Betty, how do you like this bathrobe?
Oh, that's fine, Mrs. Andrews, but
This size does fit much better, doesn't it, dear?
Yes, Mrs. Andrews, but I just...
Betty, what happened to it?
What happened to what?
The rack.
What rack?
The rack you put my dress on.
Oh, golly, I don't know.
But my dress and coat were on it.
Oh, golly, it was here a minute ago.
My dress. But Betty, what'll I do?
Something wrong, madam?
Yes, I lost my dress.
I beg your pardon?
My dress. We put it down here for a minute while I tried on this bathrobe, and now it's gone.
The bathrobe?
The dress.
But it couldn't be.
But it is, isn't it, Betty?
Oh, yes, indeed, Mrs. Andrews.
Oh, my land. I have never seen such a day. Living dummies, men hiding from their wives, and now this woman loses her dress.
But I tell you, it was right under my nose.
I should hope so.
Well, do something. Do something.
Well, madam, what can I do about your dress?
Find it.
Now, madam, be calm. Be calm. It was probably taken by mistake, and it will be turned into the lost and found department.
Well, where is that?
At the other end of the floor, next to the exchange department.
Come on, Betty.
Madam, where are you going?
Well, certainly I'm off to the lost and found department.
But, madam, certainly not in our bathrobe.
Well, certainly not without it. Come on, Betty. We'll go see if they have my dress. How these things happen to me, I'll never know.
Archie?
Yes, Jug?
How now can I tell you who I met?
Well, yes, Jug.
Well, first I ran into,
Archie, what in tarnation are you doing here?
Well, gee whiz, Dad. Well, where'd you come from?
Never mind where I came from. Well, Archie, what are you doing standing here in your shirt sleeves?
Oh, well, Dad, I can explain. You see, I came over to get something from the...
Fred Andrews, what are you doing here?
Mary, what are you doing in that bathrobe?
Oh, it's not my bathrobe, it's... Fred Andrews, you smell.
What?
You positively reek of perfume.
Oh.
Now who?
Yes, I do, don't I? Well, you see, dear, it just happened.
Archie Andrews, what are you doing
With
here?
Veronica.
Jughead, well, why didn't you tell me Archie was here?
Well, Veronica, I was.
What seems to be the trouble here?
Oh, the floor walker. Mister, I'm trying to find out why my son is standing here in his shirt sleeves.
Well, please, there's no need to get
And I want to know why you smell of perfume.
Lady,
And what are you doing in that bathrobe?
Oh, mister, please don't.
And I'm trying to exchange my own coat.
Sonny, just...
And so when did you get here, Archie?
Why are you all so excited?
Well, I told you that if you came over here, I
What are
told
you
you to
doing?
tell me that I'm a dummy.
And I was trying to
dummy. And I told
Archie, Mary,
For Pete's sake.
quiet. Oh, quiet, please. That's better, quiet. Now listen to me, all of you. This nonsense has gone far enough, too far, in fact.
Yes, Mr. Andrews.
Yes,
Yes,
dear.
Mr. Andrews.
Yes, Dad.
It certainly has.
But
All afternoon, you people have made my life quite miserable for me. Quite miserable.
Yes, sir.
Now, if there's any reason for it, I feel I'm entitled to an explanation.
Well, mister, you know the coat, the one that you thought I was buying?
Yes.
Well, my mother and father and Jughead and Veronica can all identify it as my own coat.
Why, of course that's Archie's coat.
Well, my goodness, yes.
I know that's his coat.
Oh, dear. You mean it really is?
Yes, and maybe you'll recall you didn't believe my wife was in the store when I hid the perfume bottle in my pocket.
Well, yes, I don't...
Well, this is my wife.
Oh, how do you do, ma'am? I'm very sorry.
And I just found out about that. 2 men moving the empty rack while I was talking with Jughead here. Didn't they?
Sure they did.
And that was the rack that had my dress and coat on it.
Well, Mr. Floorwalker, what do you say to that?
Yeah, what do you say to that?
Please, people, please, no tempers, please. No tempers, no tempers. The customer is always right at J. Alfred Stacy's. We'll make amends, make amends. Well, mistakes will happen, you know. So, young man, since that does seem to be your own coat, you may keep it and I'll give you a cash credit slip for what you paid me.
Well, thank you.
And you, sir?
Yes?
I'll be glad to give you another bottle of perfume. Compliments of the store.
Well, that's better.
And madam,
Yes.
I'm sure we can find your dress and coat in the lost and found department. And you may keep that bathrobe at no charge.
Well, thank you.
I'm here too.
Oh, Jug, shut up.
Well, people, that satisfy you?
Well, I think that straightens everything out all right. I'm sorry there's been so much misunderstanding.
Oh, well, that's quite all right, quite all right.
And now, folks, if everything's settled, let's stop hiding from each other and get this Christmas shopping over and done with once and for all.
Yes, Mr. Andrews.
Yes, Dad.
All right, now I think if we just, What was that?
5 o'clock. Thank heavens the store is closing. You folks will all have to come back next Monday.
Come back? You mean we've got to go through all this all over again?
Kidding sake. Holy cow.
Friends, you really know what you're getting when you ask for Swift's Premium Franks. Made fresh daily in Swift's kitchens from coast to coast, so you know they're fresh. Made by Swift, so you know they're top quality. Ask for them today. Swift's Premium Franks in the new, handy 1-pound cellophane package. And while you're at your dealers, be sure to ask for Swift's Brookfield sausage, the sausage with the just right seasoning. And don't forget your dealer has a tempting variety of Swift Premium table-ready meats. Tasty, cooked specialty is being featured this week. A delicious luncheon meat, Swift's Premium cooked specialty, is all meat. No bones, no waste, and economical, flavorful meat that the whole family will enjoy. Swift's Premium cooked specialty is just the thing for family holiday lunches and snacks. For a meal in a flash that has saves plenty of cash, get Swift's Premium table-ready meats. You've been listening to another chapter in the adventures of Archie Andrews, written by Carl Jampel and based on the copyrighted characters appearing in Archie Comics magazine. Archie was played by Bob Hastings, Jughead by Harlan Stone Jr. Mom and Dad Andrews are played by Alice Yorman and Arthur Cole. Veronica and Betty were portrayed by Gloria Mann and Rosemary Rice. Others in today's cast were Bill Griffith, Joe Latham, and Fred Barron. This program is produced and directed by Kenneth McGregor. Listen next Saturday when Swift and Premium Company, makers of Swift's Premium Franks and the Mutual Broadcasting System, brings you more of the merry adventures of Archie Andrews. This is the Bob Sherry wishing you all a very pleasant weekend. So long. Well, we all hope you enjoyed our trip back to the good old days. Our cast for tonight's show, Fred, Archie's father, was voiced by Fatherly Herb Thompson. Mary, Archie's mother, who couldn't be bothered to answer the phone or the doorbell, was Kathy Juarez. Veronica, the Southern Belle, was ably represented by our suburban belle, Donna Amesmeyer. Archie, who always finds or gets into trouble, was Jacob Palka. Goofy Jughead, who isn't as goofy as he sounds, was interpreted by Mark Fazio. Betty, whose change of the shopping time got us into this mess, was Nell Brennan. The men who moved the rack on which Mary's dress had been placed were Brad Zerl and Marty McNulty. Marty also created the sound effects and background music. Marty designs our flyers and tends to our website, riversidetownshipradioplayers.com. The frustrated floor walker who walked around Stacy's department store trying to help customers was grumpily paid by Jay Sommerfield. Even though not in this show, the person who had the scripts printed, helped coordinate the whole production, and fielded numerous phone calls, unlike Archie's mother, was our leader, Ellie Babka. Our video girl was Lorenzo Cordoba, and our audio man was John Gelsomino. A huge thank you to the Riverside Township Board and Supervisor, Vera Wilt, for their support of our shows. In addition to keeping our website up to date, last but not least, your golden-voiced announcer was portrayed by me, Andre Dixon. Now, before we say goodnight, here are January's producers, John Byan and Brad Zero, to tell you about next month's shows. Well, you can tell them that.
All right, John isn't here, but my name's Brad Zero, and I'm going to direct one of the shows next month. And it's kind of a historical piece, and if you guys are planning on coming next month, you really need a historical background. So in order to do that, I think I'll give you a brief 3-hour history of World War II. I hope you guys have time. You guys don't mind, do you? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So everyone has heard of the CIA, right? Everyone knows what CIA stands for? Central Intelligence Agency. But its predecessor was the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. This was the intelligence service of the U.S. during the Second World War. It coordinated espionage activities behind enemy lines, including the use of subversion and propaganda. After the war, 2 OSS veterans, Lieutenant Colonel Corey Ford and Major Alistair McBain, published a book called Cloak and Dagger. It wasn't a detailed history of the OSS, but was a recounting of some of the missions performed by agents during the war, giving the reader a good idea of their bravery and resourcefulness. From Cloak and Dagger, we learned that OSS agents recruited doctors, editors, interior decorators, ornithologists, soda jerkers, truck drivers, and cowboys to lead double lives behind enemy lines. In 1950, NBC looked to Cloak and Dagger as the source for a radio series. It ran in the summer and fall of 1950 with a total of 22 episodes. So next month, we'll perform one of those episodes from October of that year called Wine of Freedom, where an OSS agent poses as a wine salesman in Nazi Germany in an attempt to help the resistance. We hope you'll join us. Thanks.
For a final word tonight, let's hear from tonight's directors.
I think you've been here for a first. 2 directors directing 2 shows and getting along well. Yeah, we spent a lot of time working this out. Many phone calls, many texts, many emails, and even a snail mail, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, we each had a great time. John, go ahead and say.
And Jay, we worked up until the last minute. We want to mention those of you that are here every month. I could take this off. Those of you who are here every month, Allison Byan wasn't here tonight, and we found out that she wasn't feeling well this afternoon, and she I made the decision to not come. So it's never ideal for any actor to meet the director at the stairs 20 minutes before the show and be told that everything you've prepared for the last 2 weeks is thrown out the window and we need you to do this. But Donna. Kathy,
Yeah.
Andre took the plunge and jumped into parts, and you probably didn't even notice that they didn't even prepare for them, and they were fantastic tonight.
Maybe we shouldn't prepare anymore.
Maybe that's the plan. I also want to thank the entire cast of the Suspense show, but especially Ellie and Donna for the commitment to character and the incredible job that you guys did portraying those two main roles tonight. Thank you for that. Did we thank Marty? I think so, but
yeah, thanks, Marty.
But
always a good job. And with your assistant.
Just sometime when you're here, I don't want you to take your eyes off of the great talent up here, but sometimes just watch that table and just watch what's going on there the entire time, and just think about what goes into preparing for this 1 hour tonight. And it just amazes me what he's able to pull off. And also have to thank Paul tonight, because actually Paul helped us with the mic check and did a fantastic job. So thank you, Paul, as well. But thank you, Marty. Yes, and Desmond for stepping in one rehearsal and knocked the role of Johnny out of the park too. And thank you for doing that. Otherwise, any final words, Jay?
We hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, and we'll see you next year.